Hello, welcome to the stream. It is Manchester City versus Wolves in the Premier League. So I'm just going to go through the teams at the moment. So it's Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, Walker, Silva, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling, Jesus, Ederson in goal. Wolves, Patrício, Hoever, Coady, Saiss, Semedo, Neves, Dendoncker, Jonny, Moutinho, and Traoré, Neto. I have done that 4 times and 4 times it broke. So that's why I've read it out really quick. Either sound's not working or the stream dies. So anyway, so yeah, I've done that. So John Stones, as I said, for the 5th time, isn't playing tonight. It can only be a rotational decision from Pep. That's the only thing I can think of because he's done really well in the past couple of games. So the game hasn't kicked off yet. Once it does, I will start commenting on that. But in the meantime, I'll just grab a few things whilst I am doing it. Because I have no idea why it didn't work. To be honest, it just seemed to stop, which is not good. And it says I'm now streaming, apparently. I don't know. I can see myself, but I don't know if it's working or not. But yeah, it seems to be working now. I'm just going to do something just quickly, because nothing seems to work in this silly channel without having to fix it last minute every single time. They've not kicked off yet, by the way. They're still doing their they're just kneeling down, so you've not missed anything. So it is a kick-off by Man City. So that's the game just starting, and as they start, I'm just going to quickly do one little thing, and then I'll have all my attention. All my attention. Why? Honestly, I don't even know why YouTube isn't even working tonight. Absolutely ridiculous. If anybody can hear me out in the YouTube verse, just say hi or something so that I know that it's definitely working. Save that. In the meantime, Wales are on the attack, and it's Kevin De Bruyne, and he's passed the ball. Oh, here we go! Sterling, and it's Patrício saves. Sterling with a fantastic run there into the box, and he puts a thumbs up for the spot, but Patrício gets there in time. Hi, Eagles. Thanks, Eagles. I'm thinking, is this the right one? Give me a second, I just need to quickly do something. Just check something. Aye, thanks Eagle for saying I've got sound, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with it. My laptop just absolutely went bammy there. I just didn't work. But yeah, Man City had the corner there, and it's been well picked up there by Wolves. But Man City in this last game had a lot of Man City in their last game had a lot of trouble trying to break down the defence of West Ham, because West Ham played a high line. So we'll see how Wolves play tonight and what they adopt. But thank you very much, Eagles, for letting me know that. That's much appreciated. Right, now get my chat up. I tell you, by the way, see, once Graham's back, he will be doing this. He will be doing this, absolutely no ifs or buts, because every time I do this it just seems to break. But anyway, here's Man City. On the left wing it goes to Kevin De Bruyne and he's still inside. Kevin De Bruyne looks, head up, and it's easily picked up there by Wolves. As I was saying, I don't know how many times I said it, but it kept cutting out my audio, or my stream died. But Aguero's not playing tonight. It's went to Jesus, and I can only assume that that's because in the last game he didn't do anything. He was so quiet, just coming back from injury. But then Stones as well isn't playing. They've opted to go with Laporte. And it's a great ball there by Man City. He's got his head up and he's looking, tries to beat his man, but it's well defended there by Wolves, and Wolves get the ball and they're passing it about in the defensive area, which is dangerous. That was Bernardo there. So Aguero wasn't that influential in the last game, so they brought in Jesus, and for the last 25 minutes he wasn't much better, but you can see that they need to build up Aguero, and as I said in that game, they should have brought him on as a sub for 2 or 3 games before putting him in the starting 11, but there we are. So we're now 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in actually, so that's good. So I think everything's working now. So and here's Sterling. Sterling's got the ball, and there was a runner by Jesus, but Sterling just couldn't quite get the ball released, and then Bernardo still hits it though, even although it's pulled back for a foul, and Patrício still goes down and saves it. You've got to admire that. Sterling has had 2 fantastic runs. He didn't play the last game against West Ham, and he was definitely missed. Don't know why he didn't play, but he didn't play, so he's missed, and he's only played 5 minutes in this game, and he's already opened up Wolves twice. I keep going to say West Ham because I was doing the Wolves game the last time. So sorry if I do that. That'll be something that I probably will do. So I think my stream's all working now. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. Here we go on the left hand side, Man City, but Wolves are slightly adopting what West Ham had done in the previous game. They're instantly marking and chasing down somebody who gets within a certain distance of the actual 18-yard box. Now, West Ham played a bit of a higher line, and I don't think Wolves can really adopt that, and I wouldn't suggest it either, but it done well for West Ham. West Ham played a high line, and they were only exploited once, really, and Man City were fortunate to get a win out of that game. And as well, maybe I'm better put my microphone over here as well, so you can hear me as well, rather than the other side of the room. So we see in the first 6, 7 minutes, Man City have 87% possession. And we see Raheem Sterling again in the box, and he's picked it up. And he's took it out of the box, but with Raheem Sterling, he's just so good at looking at these runs and looking at the channels. And he's tried to do it again, and here's Kevin De Bruyne, and he tried to play it through to Raheem Sterling there, but Kevin De Bruyne has went down. He's rolling about on the ground. Now he's just back from an injury. This is his 3rd or 4th game back, so fingers crossed he's not injured. But here comes Adama Traoré. Now, remember last season, he was the one man that did make a difference in that game, really, and he scored, and Wolves beat Man City. But there's Raheem Sterling making another fantastic run, but he's just not spotted there early enough by Kevin De Bruyne. But Wolves in that time as well have lost Jota to transfer and Jimenez to injury. Kevin De Bruyne picks up, shoots, and it's just over. He picked up a loose ball there by Coady. I should say Wolves. I think it was actually Coady that lost it, and Coady was the one who got it back. Yeah, it was Coady that lost it, and Coady that was the one that got it back. So, yeah, it's a corner. I need to tell him to score on my fantasy. Having an absolute shocker this week, mate. He will score. I think he'll score. Like he's came back. He's came back tonight, and he's already playing quite well. To be honest, I think he'll score. I really do. Here's the ball in by Kevin De Bruyne. The thing with fantasy football this weekend, every team done terrible. So with that, a lot of players didn't get good points. Like Chelsea, Man City done shocking. And who's going to have teams from like players from like Arsenal, like Lacazette in their team? So yeah, I think a lot of people done quite badly on the old fantasy thing. It's something I'm going to hopefully do next season. Here's Raheem Sterling. He's going to try and play the one too. Yeah, it's something that I'm going to try and do next season. Do a fantasy league and give like prizes and stuff next season. But here's Bernardo down the right, and he sees Mahrez, and Mahrez is going to cross it in. The ball in. Raheem Sterling, and Patrício just gets there in time. Well, that was close. Raheem Sterling was almost an end of that. And let me see, the ball was getting cleared, and Wolves put it out to play. So yeah, thanks for everybody that's tuned in and watching and stuff. Much appreciated. TSM I assume is going to be out there somewhere. Hi TSM and Pass Song and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that. We just see Man City just passing about just now in midfield. There's a lot of space in this Wolves defence. It's not as tight as what West Ham was. So Man City's going to have a lot of joy playing the ball just along the ground here, just to exploit the space. And already, Man City have 107 passes to Wolves 15. Just goes to show how much space there is in this midfield and defence when they can pass the ball so freely. 15 passes from Wolves is quite disappointing actually, considering they just had an attack which would have taken 3 or 4 passes. So prior to that, they'd only had 10 or 11 passes. But that's not to say that Wolves won't win. There's always a chance. There's always a chance with Wolves. And then once they get Jimenez back, or they get another striker, they'll be back to where they were last season. They've got a good squad, just need somebody that can finish. We see Man City, and they've easily Traoré tried to attack there. It was a long ball up to him, but it was easily scooped up there by Man City. And I think Pep will be looking to see how Ruben Diaz, and here's Sterling's got the ball in the box, got his head up, tries to play it to Jesus, but it's taken there by Coady again. And this time it was Dendoncker that played a really bad pass to Neves. So it's twice now that they've passed the ball and it's not been completed, and Man City have pounced. Something you just can't do. Something you really can't do. Not when you're playing against Man City. It went dark there. I thought my stream had finished again. I was going to say, what is wrong with this? Yeah. So that should be telling me details. Or not. There's a ball in there from Man City and it's absolutely everywhere. It's a really bad cross there by Cancelo. He did get applauded by his teammates for the run and the thought, but it was too far above, to be honest. It was too far, so Wolves are going to get the goal kick just now. But how long can they handle this pressure before they start to concede goals? That's the question. It's quite a difficult one when you think we're only 15 minutes in, and it's going to be quite a difficult night for Wales if they keep playing like this. Let me see the ball go up. Quite good movement here from Man City. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Mahrez in, and it's a goal for Man City. Now the question is it an own goal? If it's an own goal, it's Dendoncker. Raheem Sterling there was running in, but the camera's looking at Wolves here. Could this be an own goal by Wolves? Let's see this again. Ball comes in. Ball goes wing to wing pretty much. Mahrez in acres of space, honestly, acres of space. Ball over, takes a touch, plays it in, and your man Raheem Sterling was there, but it's an own goal. It's an own goal. To be fair, the defender probably couldn't have cleared it, but if he hadn't have cleared it, it was going to be in by Raheem Sterling. I really don't know what the defender could have done, but as I say, just a few minutes, Dendoncker does get credited with the own goal. So next time Eagles, I would assume Raheem Sterling will be in there and he'll get a goal for your fantasy football. That's the plan anyway. So I'm hoping he was right in there. I don't know if anybody ever does coding, but this is always what you write when you code. Hello world. Raheem, Mahrez and Man City are just looking to play that same play that they just scored again. They're looking at the same people, looking at the same runs. Wolves seem to be all over the place, and the ball comes in, and it was defended there. There was Gabriel Jesus and Sterling waiting there to pounce, but Man City have been really prolific down this left-hand side with 61% possession. That's what I'm saying. They just seem to be pretty much making the same runs again and again and again down this left, and then they'll just switch it over to Mahrez, who'll pop it in. So it's not like they're playing through Mahrez often. Man City obviously have went ahead quite early on, but will they? I need to change it actually. But will Man City still continue to attack as much as what they have been this first 20 minutes? Home score. There's Bernardo. He's got a head up, and there was nobody in the box really for him to aim for. There was nobody in there. Nobody committed for a run, but Raheem Sterling gets the ball back and then loses it. You've really got to give credit to Pep getting the best out of Raheem Sterling. Here's Kyle Walker again. Just so much space in this Wolves half. Not only is there space, there's so many gaps that you can just you could easily put an 18-wheeler through this. It's that spacious. You just can't do that. And here's Wolves. They're looking to attack. How far will they get though? Even their passing isn't that good. They've surely only done about 30 passes this whole game, but here's Wolves have still got it. Man City are pressing, not too high, but they're pressing just enough. And here's Traoré, he's making a good run. Is the ball going to get to him? It's not got to him yet, it's got to him now. But Man City have came back, and he's now went wide, Traoré, rather than staying in. And Man City pick it up, and they're on the counter attack. It's Bernardo, it's Mahrez, and there's not a lot of Wolves players back. Mahrez looks for the overlap, fakes it, and he doesn't obviously pass to Bernardo. Tries to cross it in and taken off him. Here's Mahrez again, and it goes all the way to Sterling. Sterling's got the head up. He sees that Mahrez was there, but he couldn't get the ball to him. And easily dealt with there by Wolves. And it's going to be a goal kick to Wolves. Let's see what's happening in chat. Hi, $9. Hi, dollar. Hi. Oh, I thought I typed that. Didn't know. Aye, now I'm on 424.3. I am confident, Eagle. I am very confident. Very confident. He's making good runs. He's actually making runs into the box, trying to get a goal. So he's not just in there to get an assist or be the first man. He's trying to get a goal. So, as I say, if that Dendoncker hadn't put the ball in his own net, Raheem Sterling would have got to it, because it was only Dendoncker's foot that got there first. But yeah, Raheem Sterling's making some good run into the channel, some good movement. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. So yeah, so it's pretty good so far. Bernardo's got his head up, through to Sterling. It's a little bit too heavy, but he's still going to get it in the box. Just that he can't do anything other than pass it back. And now Kevin De Bruyne. This is his perhaps 4th game since coming back injured, so he's a lot sharper now on the ball. I say that and he loses the ball there. And here's Traoré, beats one, but gets the ball taken off him, and Traoré is claiming for a free kick, which I think he's going to get. So yeah, so yep, so just thanks to everybody that's came in and watching and stuff, so thank you for all that. Actually, let's see. So Traoré's kind of got a wee bit of a sore leg. See if we can walk this off. I'd assume we can. The guy's a tank. A wee knock isn't going to bother him. And yeah. So we're 22 minutes in. Oh, there's almost a mistake there by Ederson. He tried to pass the ball to his defender, who dummied it to let it go through to Kyle Walker, and Wolves almost got an end of it there. That was almost an embarrassment from Man City. I think that's gave them a bit of a shake-up, that they need to not be as loose with the ball as they have been at times. I think Man City's going to win this about 3-0. I don't see Wolves even getting a goal in this game. I'm looking at their shape and it's not really that good. Not when you're playing Man City. You're just giving them so much space. We've seen how well West Ham done last week. Here's a ball through to Gabriel Jesus and the goalkeeper does get to it. West Ham looked at Man City and seen how they could contain them with the high defensive line so that players like Gundogan couldn't play his natural game and players would then struggle to get in between the defence and midfield. But yeah. There's a throw into Wolves. Not a lot has really happened since, apart from that one goal. Man City have been the better team, but you expect that. The way that Wolves have been playing these past few weeks, perhaps even few months, they've not been as good as they were last season. Raheem Sterling's on the ball. He's making a little run. He's going to pass it back, which he does. If you're a Wolves player, you'll be thinking, what do we have to do to be more creative in this game? I don't even think they've had a shot on target. They've been pretty much played out the game. Anytime they even get near the final third, Man City just seem to come back and take the ball from them quite easily. There's Kyle Walker just playing between the defenders, just goading the Wolves team. I think even Ederson's asking for the ball back just so he can get yet another touch. I don't see him getting any touch in this game, in this half, apart from if it's from his own players. Don't understand why. I'm just watching this game in absolute bewilderment that Man City have so much space in their own half, and yet when they go into Wales half, they've got just as much space. I mean, you can imagine them having a lot of space in their own half, but you can't imagine them having that much space when they go into the opposition's half, and they do. Wales just are basically handing them the keys and saying, on you go. I can guarantee you at the end of this half, Man City's passes are going to be in about the 400s and Wales will be about 100. Here's Kevin De Bruyne, he's looking, he's got his head up. The ball's going to come in. It's not, it's went back to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, oh, he's seen Sterling making the run there. Sterling almost got to it. The ball was just a little bit heavy. But Sterling is thanking Kevin De Bruyne. They're just playing here with just absolute, it's like an exhibition game for Man City. Let's see what's happening in the chat, if anything. Yeah, so thanks everybody that's watching and stuff. Much appreciated. And Man City are just simply passing it as easy as day. But here's Traoré, he's picked it up. He's looking for support and he's had to pass the ball backwards because there was nobody even sideways to pass the ball to. That's how little Wolves believe that they can get a goal in this first half. I mean, it may change in the second half. They may change their tactics. They may change personnel. There's a good ball over there to the right wing of Wolves. He's got his head up. He's looking, puts a cross. He puts a ball in. Hoever puts a ball in, and it's as if he's playing rugby. Honestly, you cannot put a ball in like that when you've got an opportunity. There was nobody on him. There was people in the box or making a run as well into the box. So he had options, and he just put too much power on it, and it just simply went far too high and then behind the goal. Just simply can't do that. Not when you're only going to get limited chances. So obviously the manager wasn't happy with that. Pep will be glad, but Wolves manager obviously wasn't amused. But here's Mahrez on the run. Is he going to get to it? A wee flick back there for Bernardo, and he can't get to it in time. You can just see the frustration from Traoré when his teammate lost the ball there. He really wants his teammates to keep possession when they have it, because he's won the ball back a few times, and he's tried to start runs and start creative moves, but it's fallen down a few times with his teammates. Wouldn't want to be in the dressing room with Traoré if he's angry. And here we go, there's Mahrez just on a wee jonder. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo. Mahrez plays it to the penalty spot, but there was nobody there. This is going to allow Wolves an attack, but straight away they've got two Man City players on them. Hoever is having an absolutely shocking game. He gets the ball past him there, and he tries to bring it down on his foot rather than trying to bring it down, because the ball is about chest height, so you better bring it down with your chest, but he tries to bring it down with his foot. I can see him getting subbed off if he keeps making mistakes like this. There's Gabriel Saiss running for the ball, gets it. Mahrez. Bernardo just dummies it, lets the ball go to his defence. Man City's basically won this league anyway, and they're playing like a team that have won it. They've came here, they're just strutting their stuff. It is like a training session for them, 100%. Bernardo. Gabriel is just on the run, but the ball doesn't get through. Yeah, it's just like an exhibition for them. They're just turned up. They've not even went into first gear, and they've already went one ahead. You just feel that if they did go 2 or 3 goals behind Man City, how much could they actually turn it on to come back in this game if it was ever an option? Unlikely, of course, but just playing with that much confidence and strut and stuff, I'm expecting to get a few overhead kicks or some skill moves shortly from the Man City team. There's Hoever. He was running down the right wing there. He was wide open, and nobody put the head up and spotted him and played to him. He was wide open there. But then after his last cross, perhaps he did see him and opted not to pass to him. But here's Traoré. He's running down to the byline. Can he beat Kyle Walker? He goes back down the wing. And then the ball goes all the way back to defence. Not a lot happening from the Wolves side. They're getting their passes in, they're getting their passes up, but when it comes to creativity or penetrating attacks, it's very little, if any. But here we go, they've got a chance to cross it, tries to beat his man and he gets dispossessed, which just allows De Bruyne to run on the counter-attack. He's got Gabriel Jesus for support. He opts to pass to Sterling, who passes it back to the defence, so that's that move slowed right down. On FIFA and PES, there's Mahrez he's running in, he puts his head up, he should put the ball on soon, puts it to Bernardo, Bernardo's in the box, back to Mahrez, and what's Mahrez going to do with it? There's people in the box, Kevin De Bruyne, and they make the wrong decision by just passing about the box and lose it. Yeah, it's a bit like the FIFA and PES achievement. If you get X amount of passes in X amount of time, it's an achievement. I think this is what Man City are doing. I don't think they're doing anything else other than that. Let's see what's happening. Hi Finlay. Hi. Well, Southampton aren't doing too bad this season. Obviously, Danny Ings is one of their main men. I quite like watching Southampton. They've came back this season after a couple of maybe 2 bad seasons after selling most of their team. Here's match stats: 322 passes for Man City and 66 to Wolves. I did say they would get 400 odd by half time. All they're doing is pass. It's honestly. But here's Wolves, they pick it up, one of those stray passes, and instead of passing it themselves, they try and run and they get the ball taken off them by Raheem Sterling. No wonder they've only got 60 odd passes, Wolves. I see Traoré is still not happy, his teammate losing the ball. Yeah, you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Not at all. So yeah, so what was Southampton's previous result? Actually, I need to check that. I don't know what the previous result was. Let me check it after this play. I don't see Man City scoring in this play. Probably no matter. Southampton. They played Everton. Unfortunate result. I was going to do that game actually last night, but just too much stuff going on, so I didn't do it. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. He's got Raheem Sterling in front. The ball comes in and it's defended there by Wolves. They're claiming for an offside, and I think it's given. Yeah, it's given. But was he? Yeah, he was just. Yeah. Just seen that run from Neto. Just. You see Pep when Neto does pick up the ball, he's absolutely fuming. Absolutely fuming. But Man City have passed the ball like 350 times in this half successfully. So you're always going to get the odd one straight. The odd one. There's quite a lot of football still on this week. This week. Don't know what games I'm going to be doing though. Wolves get the ball at the box again. They're looking to play ball forward, but they do get the ball forward and they do keep possession. Here's Traoré. He's the one man for Wolves that can make a huge difference. Oh well, going forward anyway. And Wolves have lost it. No surprise there. No surprise that they've lost the ball. How do you pronounce your name? Because in Scotland we pronounce that as Jobby, but I don't want to say it is Jobby in case it's not Jobby. See, being a Man City fan is not a bad thing in the past few years. They're doing really well. And they got pushed they got taken to the wire last season with Liverpool, and they're playing fantastic tonight, so you kind of expect them to win this. And they've not really done anything to indicate to say that they wouldn't. Can you please reply? I did reply. I'm hoping that my messages are getting through as well. I did say hi there. Honestly, everything's breaking tonight, whether it's sound or anything. So here's Wolves on the attack. They've got Traoré who's looking at it, and he decides to go back, all the way back to defence, and that's pretty much all they can do. Because as soon as they come up against thanks Joby. I did reply actually, just that maybe playing up. So you support Man City, do you? Yeah, they're quite a good. Oh, here's Gabriel Jesus. Mahrez, Sterling shoots, and Gabriel Jesus, Mahrez, and that's going to go out of play. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, Man City won the season. Let's see. Man City have won this absolutely easy this season. Every other team that have been in the league just haven't been as consistent. So it's going to be interesting to see where they are next season, Man City, because they keep building season on season. Depends on whether they want to be in the Champions League, I suppose. But here's Mahrez with the cross, with the corner, ball comes in, and that's going to be taken easily by Wolves. As I say, it's 41 minutes gone, and Man City could easily just stop passing the ball sideways, pass the ball forwards, and they've scored a lot more goals. But they're just treating this like an exhibition game. They're not even in first gear, to be honest. That's how easy they're taking this game. But here's Traoré. He's got his head up and he's looking to see if anybody's making themselves available, but there isn't. And Hoever tries to put the ball back in there, and it's going to go out for a throw in. So Traoré's got his head up there and he's looking to see who's giving him support, and there really isn't. Wolves have got all the players pretty much back when Traoré got forward. So you're the first streamer who replied. Thank you very much. No problem. Thought I spelled it wrong now. No problem. Joby, or I think it's Joby it would be pronounced. I always try and respond when I'm doing streams all the time. So something that I've set. Oh, I've lost my chat. Something that I've set out to do on this channel, that try and respond as much as I can on this. Because watching football is okay, but people just don't want to hear pass. They want to have a conversation and they want to come here for a laugh and stuff. So yeah, so the more people that comment, the better. So here's Mahrez, puts the ball in, and I've got chatting away, so I can't see it. I'll put how many minutes now. Here's De Bruyne, and he shoots and he's put it over. question is, did I get a deflection there? That is a question. Did I get a deflection off a Semedo? Let's see in the replay. I was too busy looking at the ball to see if it got a deflection. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, I think it got a deflection, and it did. As soon as it left Kevin De Bruyne's foot, Semedo came in with a slide tackle and got a deflection. So here's Mahrez again with a... it's going to take it short. No, he's not. A corner. I think he may take it short though. No, he's put it in. And it was pretty poor, to be honest. Didn't really go anywhere to aid Man City's attack. But here's Gabriel Jesus in the box. Passes to Mahrez. Mahrez puts his head up. He's puts the ball back in. Oh! Is that going to be offside? Is that going to be offside? Or is that going to be... Yeah, offside. I thought so. It'll go to VAR, but I'm pretty sure that Laporte was offside there. Let's just see. I'm going to see this again. So it's quite good play, and the ball does go in. Now, the question is Laporte offside when the ball gets headed to him? And I think he is. I think his arm's just offside when Bernardo puts the ball over. Fantastic goal though. Well taken, but it's going to VAR. Checking. Yeah, I think it is going to be offside. I think he's... Oh, actually, he could be getting played on by the foot of a Wolves defender. I believe that is Coady. Yeah, it's Coady or Dendoncker. I always get two mixed up. Actually, it's close. It's really close. Really close. After this, I'll go back to chat and see what's happening in chat. I thought he was offside, but when you see it again and you see the foot as offside, that was close. I mean, that must be millimetres offside. Absolute millimetres. Do you play Rocket League? Hi Samsey. Hi Sloth. Hi Egan Jazz. I need to open this right up actually. Where are you watching the match? I'm watching the match on BT Sports. Hi F. So I'll do a bundle because it's quite a lot. PH. Yeah, I'm watching it on BT Sports in the UK, so 39 viewers. I know Eagles champ. We're getting there. Hi Ethan G. Just hi everybody. What's your name? Colin. Hi Jensen. Eagles, we're getting there, by the way. We're getting there. We'll soon have all my people watching every stream. And as I say that, Wolves make a fantastic save there by Bernardo. But yeah, that's now half time. That half time? That is half time. Now I can go back to chat full time. Yeah, so hi Ethan G. Hi babe. Hi. Yeah, so just watching it on BT Sports on the in the UK. Is anybody else out there watching it, or are you just listening to me talking, which must be good? But yeah, just like, share, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Hi Jamie GR. Wait there, I'll go back to my other chat. I need to get on that screen actually. Hi Jamie GR. So, do people in here who's commenting, do you watch-alongs often, or what do you normally do? Oi! Cheeky 39 viewers. Yeah. So this stream is blowing up. Well, Eagles. It has to blow up at some point, mate. There has to be something that takes us on to the next level. Because I can't keep talking about football all the time. Because people want to listen to chat and stuff and talk about stuff. Which team are you voting for? Which team am I voting for tonight or in general? Because if it's for tonight, it's going to have to be Man City. Joshua Penguin. Hi Joshua, how is everyone in the chat? I hate City with a passion. They're owned by a country. Hi Ryan. See, now we can talk about stuff. Well, Man City are owned by a very wealthy family, and it could be argued that, but then Chelsea are owned by an oligarchy, and you could argue that other teams are owned by large families. So I thought you were going to say that, Joby. I'll say Celtic. If I say Celtic, I'm alright. Celtic. But yeah, so I think most teams now are going to start being backed by wealthy families. Just look at Newcastle. They were almost backed by a Saudi family. So hi D's Nuts, there's only one team. What team do you support, D's Nuts? And if you're saying there's only one team in Manchester, well, you can tell me which team it is. D's Nuts are blowing up. Aston Villa. No, well, what about West Ham? Is West Ham not? West Ham's owned by... West Ham's owned by those two guys. So, are you sure it's only Aston Villa? Mate, I don't even know that much about football. My wee brother, who we're doing it on Saturday with me, he's a football man. I do know enough about football to get me by, but I'm not as knowledgeable as what he is. But yeah, so there's West Ham. I'm pretty sure you're saying Aston Villa, right? Okay. Hi Chronic. I didn't type. Fucking hell. I used to like that guy as a wrestler, Chronic. I'm also a fan. I don't really like the Prem. It's just somebody based on the Prem, which is a bit of money. Hi Ryan Day. Well, Ryan, you are correct 100% because it's all about money. So I still enjoy watching low end football, whether it's in Scotland or England, but I do like Premiership football, but it is all about money. And some of these smaller clubs, like say MK Dons or some other teams like Bury and stuff, play fantastic football, but because they're lower league, you don't get any money and they don't get as much viewers. Who do you like, Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Right, here's one. So Messi is the more talented footballer, that can be said without doubt. He's got the natural talent. Cristiano Ronaldo has had to work to get to the level that he's at. So for me, I prefer Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's just my opinion. Naturally, for natural talent, it's Messi. For somebody that's still good at football but brings the whole team on and into the game, and we're seeing it just now with Bruno Fernandes, it has to be CR7 for me, Joby. Money is made it a pain to watch. To be fair, Oxford have gave City a good game the last couple of years. Yeah, that's true. Was it last year that Man City played thingy? Oxford is better than City in boats. Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true actually. Ronaldo, he's done it in different leagues. Put Messi in the Prem, he wouldn't cut it. Messi just now wouldn't cut it. I watched the football game. Hopefully it's not started yet for the second half, by the way. It's not. I watched the other week there about Messi, and there was a football game. It was PSG. It was PSG. That's what it was. It was PSG. Hi Sam. And what basically what they said was PSG. When you look at Messi, his contract runs out at the end of the season. So is he worth the £1 million per week? Now for the past 2 or 3 years, he's not played well enough to play in the Premiership and still get that money. That's where it goes. So I personally don't think he would do well in the Prem. Messi would rip the Prem in his prime. Yeah, in his prime. Hi Sam, I'm going to say Celtic because that way I'm fine. Hi Sam, I'll say Celtic. Wrong button. I'll say Celtic. Yeah, Messi in his prime would have done amazing in the Premiership, but would he do well now? And he's a year younger than Cristiano Ronaldo. Would Ronaldo still do it well in the Prem? I don't know. The Prem's changed since he last played here, and he's been playing at Juventus. He's done well at Juventus. But Juventus in the Serie A is such a much slower league. It's easier on the players. If we just look at the past 6 months, we see how many games the Prem teams are playing week in, week out. There's John Stones. He's not playing tonight because he's obviously been rotated. So yeah, would you rather United win Prem or Rangers? Ugh, United, come on. I would rather that. Right, let's just say that I was bullied at school. Right, let's just say I was bullied at school badly. I would rather my bully go with my mum than Rangers win the league. That is. If you're a Celtic fan, you don't want them to win the league at all. No, not now. Hasn't got that yard of pace. Again, sorry to ask how. 37. Yeah, that's it. And you need that. And you need that pace. You need that touch and run onto it to then create space, create opportunities, create holes, create something out of nothing. And that's something that Ronaldo is still working on. He's still pretty good with his pace, but he's not as quick as he was. But he is really good at jumping high and stuff. That was not offside. Hi, David. I don't think it was offside, by the way. I think it was. So when I first seen it, I thought offside, and then when I seen the replay, I was like, oh, his foot's there. That could be onside, and I was convinced it was onside. I think the Rangers was sadly. Hi, Eagles. Yeah, Hunter. Rangers have won it. There's an Old Firm game coming up next month, I think. So I'm going to do that in his prime. Ederson or right. So they're two different goalkeepers, but I think they're both basically going into their prime just now, and it's De Gea for me every single day of the week. Every day of the week. What about you? How about you, Ryan? Every day of the week has to be De Gea. He's done it week in, week out, where he's played with a team, Man U, didn't do that well, and he saved them countless times. And he has one bad season last season, and he's not as good as what he was. Well, he kept Man United competitive for X amount of years, and then when Man U started losing players and losing games, he saved them, and finishing 7th that season was actually quite a good finish when you consider how bad the outfield players were, and that was all down to De Gea. When do you think Crystal Palace will win the league? Well, Eagles, I'm 37, and not in my lifetime. Definitely not in my lifetime. Unless they get bought over. they would have to get bought over to do it. De Gea is also, in my opinion, Vidic is the best. Yeah, well, I would say Vidic is the only player, really, I would say that's got a shout would be Jaap Stam. Hi James. I would say that Jaap Stam has a chance. Hi James. Has a chance to be hi Nicholas. Hi Nicholas. I'll just say Nick. Hopefully he doesn't get offended. Yeah, there. Make sure the game's not restarted. I really need to get a second screen for this. That's got my hopes down. Sorry Eagles. I don't see Crystal Palace winning the league. They don't have, well, if you read about Crystal Palace this season, they're potentially losing a lot of their squad this season, and including their manager. So how do you build on that? How do you build on keeping that momentum going? You know what I mean? Thanks for everybody that's watching, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that sort of stuff. And that's where the issue lies. If you look at Rafa Benitez, he had a team at Newcastle. Now, what he does every time he goes to a club, the first thing he looks at is the academy and the youth, and he makes sure that there's an academy there and there's a very good youth programme. So what you see is, you don't see that materialising for 5 or 10 years, and then you start seeing a lot of players coming through. So you've seen that at Liverpool after he left there. A couple of seasons later, they had a lot of players that came through the academy thanks to what Rafa had set up, and he tried to do that at Newcastle, but he couldn't get all the funding. Palace have more chance of winning League 2 than the Prem. Who's the best talent in Scottish League right now? Remember, hi James. Yeah, mate. If you're new, just James. If you're new, if you like it, subscribe, comment. It's all about the chat. Hi TDS. Hi TDS. So the best player, right? So best goalkeeper, I don't know. Best defender, I'm still going to go for Ayer. The best defensive mid, I'm going to go for Ayer. Best midfielder, I don't know yet. I'll come back to that. And the best striker is Edward, and it's not because they play for Celtic. It's because they are the best. Ez is a baller, yeah. Ez is quite good. He used to play for us, didn't he, at Celtic, and now he plays for somebody else in England. I've seen him play that, did I? Well, hopefully Crystal Palace can be competitive, but which country are you from? Scotland. How about you, Jobby? Will Rafinha leave Leeds after the season is finished? Well, I was actually. It's always Rafinha that gets mentioned. He's having a good season at Leeds, and I think a lot of top clubs will go in for him. I think there's potential for clubs to go in for him. I don't know which clubs they might be. They could be. Who needs a right winger? There is quite a lot of thingy. I would show it, but I'll get my channel taken down, unfortunately, which is not good. So unfortunately I can't just now. Hi James, this league is belonging to Man City. The best defender is Diaz. Do you think Gerrard will go to Liverpool? Yes, I do. As soon as Klopp leaves Rangers, as soon as Klopp leaves Liverpool, Gerrard will go. You got a really strong accent. Took me a minute to figure out it was English. Yeah, sorry, Aki. Mate, I often think it's not English, and I'm Scottish. Yeah, it's quite a strong accent. Don't make fun of this English. Thanks, Joby. That's the game kicked off, by the way. One second. Yeah, I don't think he was making fun of it. He was just saying I've got a strong accent, which I do have. everybody in Scotland has strong accents. If you think of it as an English, it's quite strong. I think the Palace board will do a massive revamp and let most of the contracts expire. See, that's the thing though, Eagles. Is that not bad though? Is that not going to be bad for Crystal Palace? Because Crystal Palace just now are a team that aren't facing relegation season after season. But if they do, hi Deborah, but if they do get rid of a lot of people, then potentially they could be facing relegation next season. And that's the worry. I mean, you've got to be careful, because when you look at Southampton, they sold a lot of their talent to make money, but they done it one season, second season, possibly third. It was after that third sale, they went from a top half team to fighting relegation, and it was only by chance. Like, I mean, they're starting to do better now, but they stripped that club far too bare of players, and that's the danger you've got to watch when you start taking things away. When you start taking things away, that's when what you did have there, like your core, because your core goes away, then you're not always successful. Players are just too old. We need to take risks and get players off the wage bill. Yeah, 100%. Can you show the match screen that you are seeing it in? I think if I showed it, I would get my channel taken down, unfortunately. You can find it online though, the match. The match is online. If you look for it, you'll find it. You will find it. You can't, his channel will get taken down. Thanks, Eagles. Yeah, I mean, with the wage bill, again, so you've got players like Zaha, and you don't want to lose Zaha, but you could sell him and get, say, 40 million, which is good. But then, who do you let go and who do you bring in? It's going to be a tough next 2 seasons for Crystal Palace after their change. Nicholas Malcolm, Crystal Palace is very strong. I like the way they play. The problem is the guys unlucky. Crystal Palace done absolutely fantastic against Brighton the other week there. They were absolutely lucky. They were phenomenal, but they were lucky. Here's Man City, they've got the ball at the park. Bernardo sees Mahrez got it, and it's going to be offside. Yeah. Deborah. I support Celtic. If I say Celtic, I'll be alright. Jonny Evans is the most underrated. Well, that's it, Ryan. I was actually commenting on Jonny Evans. I've said it for the past 3 seasons. I think Man United made a big mistake of letting him go. They should have put him out on loan. I know this has nothing to do with football, but my cousin was told he can use this. Very good. TD5. That's it. If you just keep persevering, you can overcome anything. I was 26, and that's when I went to university at 26. Graduated when I was 30 and not looked back since. Like, got a good job, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was when you get told you can't do something, and then you just have to believe that you can. Some people are told that they're paralysed, and then maybe a couple of years later, after working on their feeling and their hands and stuff like that. So here's Man City on attack. It's Mahrez. Mahrez comes in with the ball. He stays up. He did get a slight touch in the box, so Kevin De Bruyne puts the ball back, and it's going to go back to the defence. Who would you say was your favourite team in the Prem? This is where I'm going to go as watchers, isn't it? United. I know what you're thinking. You're doing a Man City game and you support Man United. You're doing a Man City game, but I'm not biased. I can watch any game, and I can appreciate. I can appreciate a team if they're good, even if they are my team's arch rivals. There's Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, oh, what a save there by Patrício. Kevin De Bruyne gets a shot and Patrício just gets to it. See, there you go, Deborah. Like-minded, subscribe, like, share. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne put the ball just shot there. Can you send the link? I can't send the link because I'm watching it on my own stream. But if you go to the website Footybite, it's Footybit or Footybite, BITE. It's Footybite. You'll find it on there. Don't sell my good to you. So it's Footy. And I do know that everybody in the chat's going to go there and find it and then leave my channel, but let's go through a few pages on Google. I only know that it's there because I had to find a stream last week because my BT went down. It's not the best, it's really not the best, but if you want to watch it for free then fair enough. I want to see how many people have left, just to see how many people have actually jumped over. Have Wolves had any chance? Well, Deborah, Wolves have had no chance. No chance. I was thinking that they've had no chance. No, they've had no chance at all. Traoré's been up there a few times. And here comes Fabio Silva. I absolutely love this guy. He's got so much potential and will do wonders in seasons to come. So Traoré's been up there twice, possibly 3 times, and he's had no support at all. So yeah, he's that's why Wolves haven't had any chances. So do people on here usually watch other watch-alongs? I watch football games online, not going to pay for Sky and all that. Exactly, TD5, exactly. It's all money, but then the Premiership gets money, and that's why they can pay such wages. Please, can you show us the game? I can't show you the game, but I did put a thing in the comments where you could find it. Which website? Here's Man City on attack. And here's Ruben Diaz. See, most people on watch-alongs just say go by Sky or by BT, but I'll occasionally say where you can find it. Not always, but sometimes. So I'm nice like that. So far I haven't really lost many folk. In fact, I have now. I've lost a few folk now because I went to go and see if they can find the channel. But that's okay. You can only have people on watching if they want to watch it. Here's Bernardo. Bernardo's got the ball over to Mahrez. Mahrez has got to Kevin De Bruyne and he shoots. He opted to shoot and not play it to Kevin De Bruyne, who's in a better position. That would have been a much better option. Decided to shoot there. Please can you show us again? So, to answer your question, Deborah, Wolves have had no shots on goal, and Man City have had 10 shots. So, yeah, that is it's pretty. So, here's Raheem Sterling. He's onside. Kevin De Bruyne. He tried to play the 1-2 with Kevin De Bruyne so he could get a shot on goal, but Kevin De Bruyne couldn't get the ball back, and it's now deemed to be a goal kick. I'm telling you, Eagles, Raheem's trying to get your goal for your football fantasy, by the way. Go and subscribe to this channel. It just came on here a few minutes ago. I'm loving it already. You just seen what talk about. Cheers, TD5. Cheers, mate. Cheers, buddy. Mate, all I'm trying to do is just have a good time, I mean, that's what it is. I am in the United Emirates, and it's 1:30. Why are you not in bed? Exactly. Who? Hi. Me or Joby? Here's Fabio Silva and he's got the ball taken off him. Yeah, so just subscribe, like, share, all that sort of stuff if you like it. Well, I was camping Eagles. I was out because I was meant to do a stream on Sunday, and I ended up going camping on Sunday night. It's the first time I've been camping since I was like 8 or something like that, and that absolutely wiped me out. So on Sunday night I was sore camping, and on Monday morning I was just completely dead. So yeah, I said it to Joby. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I thought it was to Joby. I was just saying as well why I didn't do a stream on Sunday because I was away camping. So yeah. But here's Wolves now. They've brought in Fabio Silva and they're trying to play a little bit more attacking. So hopefully they put some bodies forward. But here they're on attack. Fabio, almost went through to Fabio Silva there. Semedo tried to play the ball through and it just got a slight deflection there. Sorry, Semedo, not Semedo. Semedo got a slight deflection there off the Man City defenders. If it wasn't for that, Fabio Silva was through. So yeah, I have true football spirit, that's why. Exactly, that's it. That is it, mate. Just love the football. Love the football. Or, as we call it in Scotland, love the fitba. The fitba. Because we're lazy, we don't call it football, we call it fitba. As we call many things, we just take out certain letters and then make our own language. Hi Natty UK. I'm actually going to put a comment on the top. I support United. See if I do it this way, by the way, then I've answered. I support United. So how is everyone anyway? Do people have work in the morning? And whereabout do you all stay? Is it like 1 in the morning where usual as well? Do you think Man City are going to win this game? Nicholas, Man City are playing this game like it's an exhibition match. That is how confident they are they're going to win it. The ball's through to Gabriel Jesus and he can't quite get to it. This is like an exhibition game. They've not even got into first gear, mate. It's that they're just passing the ball, and with just easy for them. Easy. They're going to have to score at some point to put the game to bed, but easy for them. Aye, Man U. That is it. Yep. Yeah. We see Zinchenko warming up. Then we see Sergio Aguero. He could come on soon. Aye, I'm on. Aye, unfortunately it's Man U, but if you look through my channel, you'll see me wearing a Man United top. So there's no point in me telling lies. But I can watch Man City without like being biased or anything like that. Where do you think Liverpool will finish this season? So Liverpool won the last game, didn't they? Second, third. I'm going to go for third. Because I think Man U will pick up. I think they play Crystal Palace. Oh, Eagles, that's right, by the way. We play you tomorrow, don't we? Just checked our on our website. I usually freezes to me. No problem, TD5. Does that mean that I'm not going to see you back here? Don't leave me like that. And also as well, I don't know how long Footy Bite will last for either. But yeah, I don't watch streams, but if anybody else, if folk do, then they've got the information there. I see Man U picking up. I see them winning a few games. I see them getting their act together, because what all he's doing now is when he's playing the big teams, he's just basically parking the bus, and there's a separation between. So you've got the defenders, and then you've got McTominay and Fred, and then you've got the attackers, and there's that separation there. So he really needs to start attacking more, because the ball. I mean, the ball gets to the attackers, but there's no link play. It's not flawless. Epic match without Zaha incoming where we will lose. We'll watch this stream again. Cheers TD5. And here's a cross. Oh! And they've scored! Wolves have scored! Wolves have scored! Coady equalises! I was going to say that was just a fantastic free kick there by Moutinho, or was it Neves? And Coady gets the ball in, so now Man City will score again. The ball turn it up, by the way. They will actually start playing now. They've got to. Because what a goal! What a diving header! What a goal! So impressive. Yeah, it was Moutinho that took the free kick, and Coady just beats the defenders. The Man City think they've got it under control because they've been able to basically mark Fabio Silva out the game, and even although Coady is being marked by Diaz, and Laporte still manages to get the ball in the back of the net. Thanks TT5. Yeah, so Eagles, are you watching the game tomorrow? Watching. Yeah, because am I coming? Oh no, not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all. Just here's what did they do that for? Why did he shoot? Gabriel Jesus shot at an impossible angle. No, you're not commenting too much, mate. Not at all. Keep the chat going. It stops me from having to talk about absolute dribble passes when it's not that interesting. How many minutes left? So we are on 62 minutes. On my screen above here, there should be a match diagram, and there's a clock just above that. So Wolves have had the most possession in the last 10 minutes. The last 5 minutes at 56%. I'm going to watch it. Can't wait for Roy Masterclass by playing drop back. You never know, by the way, because Man U are going to attack, and Crystal Palace could just do what they've done to Brighton, just sit back, defend, and then just score, sit back, defend, and win it on the final moment. I am still dumbfounded how Crystal Palace scored in the final minute, but Benteke seen that ball coming, volley. It was beautiful. And here's Man City. They're back up, trying to get beyond this Wolves defence, but Wolves are playing a lot better. They've certainly changed their tactics, and they're now playing with some belief. After getting that goal back, I don't know if Jobby's still here or not. Oh, Jobby is still here. Hi, Jobby, you still here? And the ball's through. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus puts the head up, and there was nobody in space. Raheem Sterling was there, but he was being marked. So he plays the ball across the box, and I think Gabriel Jesus. No, he's on side. And Raheem Sterling does run, and he stops and he checks his run. So Gabriel Jesus had no one to pass to, but it's a cross. It's a corner, to Man City. It's well dealt with there by Wolves. It was a nice, easy take. 33 minutes. Yeah. So with 33 minutes left. Thanks, Jobby. Great ball there through to Bernardo. Then we see Man City starting to play the ball, some fancy balls, but they're retaining possession. Up and around the Wolves box. So we're seeing a fantastic game here. They're going to play really well in the final 25 minutes. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing. Yeah, that was an impossible angle there from Gabriel Jesus, and I don't even know if it was. Yeah, it did actually. It touched Patrício, so it was actually a corner. But yeah, thanks to everybody that's tuned in, commenting, liking, sharing, all that stuff. It really helps out the channel, really helps me out. I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I decided it's probably best. Pep must take Gab out and bring on Foden. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. That comment, Nicholas. I think we'll see a change. I think we'll see Sergio Aguero coming on soon, and then, as you say, Phil Foden. Phil Foden does really well on the left wing, so I think he'll come on and play there soon. And that was a poor pass here by Man City. Let's see the league actually. Let's see how the league stands just now. So we're just seeing Man City. Bernardo is just passing it about. He's just going to play it sideways. Right, I was looking at this table. And here's Wolves picked it up. He's got Fabio Silva to his left. Fabio Silva picks it up, but he's going to lose it. No, he's got it back to Traoré, and it's hits off a Man City defender. So Man United are 13 points behind Man City after this game if it stays 1-1. But you're looking at the Man United, Leicester, West Ham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton, who can really play for second and third place in the next couple of games. Crystal Palace 33 points. They'll be looking for a good result. Here's Traoré. He's got the ball through, and he shoots. Oh, just over the crossbar, but it's almost top corner. Now he's pleading for a corner here. He's pleading that it hit Diaz, and by the look of the trajectory of the ball, it may have. Let's just see. I think it did, but I need to see what the officials say, because at that replay, let's see this angle. I think it touched his knee. Yeah, it's going to be a corner. Yeah, so Crystal Palace are going to be looking to be picking up points in that as well, Eagles. So both teams will need points to cement their position. Fabio Silva gets the ball, and he's put the ball out outside the box, and it's easily taken there by Ederson. So the play there by Wales came to absolutely nothing. They had an opportunity there to put a good ball in as well. It's footy bike free. Yeah, it is. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what the rules and regulations are for the United Arab Emirates, but and he shoots again, Traoré, and he's put it over the bar again. I don't know what the rules and regulations are across there, but I know that in the UK we can watch it. It is, I mean, you shouldn't be watching it, but you're not going to get a chap at the door by the police. But Wales have definitely had a few opportunities in this past 5 minutes, but Traoré is looking at the sky there thinking, I had an opportunity to put it on target, and I've absolutely skied it. I've put it into row Z. Yeah, thanks for all the likes and shares, by the way. It's much appreciated. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, and it's saved there by Patrício. Kevin De Bruyne just can't quite get his foot in the correct position. I believe if he got his body just correct and his foot in the right position, he would have got a much better shot. But he basically volleyed it with his side foot rather than hitting it with his laces. I need a drink of water or something. Kevin De Bruyne beats one, and it's going to be a free kick. He's not happy. He says to the referee, why are we not playing advantage when I've just beaten that player and that player? And I would say that Man City were in a fantastic position, but that's Pedro Neto. But I think Wolves are believing that they can get a result out of this game. Not just a draw, but potentially a win. But then you look at Man City, when they make a tactical substitution, they're going to bring on three fresh players, and they're all like world class players. So yeah, if you're Wolves, you want to score quick. Mahrez to Bernardo. Mahrez keeps trying to beat his man, but he's managed to keep it so far. There's Bernardo, he's got his head up. Kevin De Bruyne, and it's went to Gabriel Jesus. He's got Sterling in the box, who at that point was unmarked. I don't think Man City's made any substitutions thus far. Ball comes in from Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus can't direct it goalwards. I think that was the last touch was from Wolves, so it's going to be a corner. Let's check chat. Chat. Watching football, FBI open up. Where do you stay, TD5? Oh, that was a really bad header by Gabriel Jesus. He just couldn't get the ball quite goalward. Fortunately, Kevin De Bruyne's kept it in, I think. Yeah, he's kept it in. Raheem Sterling, edge of the box. Bernardo Silva. Come on, Sterling, you need to get a goal. Oh! He almost done it for the Eagles. He done a back. The ball came in and he let the ball go through his leg slightly and then done a flick, and it just went slightly beyond the far post. I mean, slightly is like that. The goalkeeper had no chance. That was close. 73 minutes gone at the Etihad Stadium. D1 Werner came out of the section on Twitter. Hi D1. Hi Deborah. He came out as bisexual, did he? Ah well. Aye, Will scored. Aye, I think it was the first shot on target, to be honest, but it was from a free kick, and that's how they scored. I had to check that I put the score up properly on my stream. He's Sterling, so Sterling's now on the outside, and he's let Gabriel Jesus go into the box. So those two are obviously switching depending on the play. So 75 minutes in. Can Man City get a goal? I would assume they can. But are they going to bring on other personnel? Because all they're doing is just pass. And I feel that they need a Sergio Aguero that can play 15 minutes with at the top level. That's going to be a corner. Dendoncker gets the ball out, so it's going to be a corner to Man City. They're driving up the pressure. Man City take it quick. It's Bernardo, De Bruyne puts it in, and it's well defended. But Pep again chooses not to bring on a substitution when he has the opportunity. Traoré tries to break free, but he's not quite Freddie Mercury. Raheem Sterling, he's played the 1-2, trying to get in the box. Is Mahrez going to put the ball on his head? The strange thing is though, he's making the same runs as Gabriel Jesus, and he was frustrated there because the ball wasn't put in by Mahrez. So Raheem Sterling had already made the run. So if had it came through 2 seconds later, it was going to be offside. So he was a little bit frustrated there. Ball's coming in. Patrício gets there. Raheem Sterling shoots, and it's easily taken there by the defender. Easily taken there. When are they going to make a tactical substitution? That is a question. Right, I need to move this up because I can't see everything. I come to Scotland on holiday when this is all over. You should come to Scotland, TD5. You should. Just watch back. You're chilling. That was a well, I've just bought. The hottest chilies. So that chili that I done. So that's the second time I've done it. The first time I done it, I was okay. Second time then, that was a few years ago. That's 2 million Schofields. But the one I'm doing next is the nut challenge, and that's 13 million. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And Man City just hit the post. I was reading things there. Yeah, so I also went and bought that fish. It's about a tin that size. It's called Strummen. Anyway, it's the smelliest thing, the smelliest food known to man. And you can't open it in your house, otherwise it stinks at your house for weeks and weeks and weeks. And you have to get it fumigated. So I'm actually going to do it outside. But yeah, I quite enjoy challenges. I find it quite fun. That's why I do it. Hi Nina. Hi Nina. Hi. Oh, my mouse stopped. Oh, my mouse still stopped. There you go. Hi Nina. Right, so let's see what the comments are saying. So, hey, that's me. Hi, Chronic. I just read your full name there. Chronic Masbate. I just read all that. Oscars. Yeah, that's it. Johnny Scofield's Chubitera. That's what I've got. That's what it is. Thank you for my watcher for popping that in there. Eagles, I don't see myself as brave. I see myself as an absolute idiot, to be honest. My son says to me that I'm an absolute idiot, so there you go. Most entertaining team in the Prem and most boring team in the Prem. So, entertaining. Honestly, I think you've got to put Leeds up there, honestly, because they just don't give up. They're like a bulldog, they just keep going. Most boring. Here's Man City on attack, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be, yeah. There's actually a team that springs to mind, actually. Who is it that's boring? They're that boring that I can't think. I think Leicester are quite boring to watch at times. Kyle Walker puts the ball in. Oh, Rhymes! Gabriel Jesus scores. He takes the shot that could have been there for Raheem Sterling. And there we are. And it's now 2-1 to Man City. Yeah, I'm about a minute behind, by the way, if anybody's wondering why you're saying they scored and I'm behind. This is the joys of doing it live. When you're doing it live, the time it goes through Streamlabs and then YouTube and all that. Crystal Palace aren't that bad, actually. I mean, they're okay. I've seen worse teams. I mean, I've seen me get to the point where I've had to drink to do one of these watch-alongs because it's that boring. But Leeds are the most entertaining, I think. And I would probably put Leicester as the most boring. So, Leeds entertaining. Leicester boring. Yeah, Tottenham are. Tottenham are, well, I'm hoping Tottenham is boring, by the way. I'm hoping that's what you mean, TD5, because they're not entertaining. And it's just the way that he sets up, isn't it? Jose Mourinho just set up to defend all the time. There's games, and here comes on Gundogan. There's games where they do play attacking, but there's a lot of games they just play and they sit back. Off goes Bernardo for Gundogan. Gundogan. I always say Gundogan, but anyway. So yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. Thank you for everybody that's come in. Your 22 likes, all your shares, done fantastic. Well, there you go, TD5. I didn't even know that you supported Leeds, but no, Leeds are very entertaining because even when they were getting beat by Man United, they still played, and they were quite fun to watch. Because as soon as the game kicks off, Bielsa is just squatting there. He squats and he's just shouting at his team. And when they don't do something right, he shouts more at his team. And then he goes away and gets his Bovril, and he sits back down again in that position, and he keeps shouting, and the team just play amazingly well. I actually enjoy watching them. It's quite entertaining. And you watch some other teams like Leicester, and they're just so boring. It's boring to watch. Mind you, this Wolves team haven't been that good either tonight, so they could be up there as a contender. Yes. Who scored? So it was Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, so Gabriel Jesus and Sterling both had the opportunity to strike the ball from 3 yards out, and Jesus took it. Eagles, I'm telling you, Sterling is close to getting a goal, by the way. He's just put the ball wide by that, and then Gabriel Jesus stole his goal there. So he's getting into the positions to score. And here's didn't get through there to Gundogan, unfortunately, or Gundogan, whatever. Jesus. Do you think that Gabriel Jesus will be a number one striker for Man City after this season, or do you think they'll go out and get a new striker? For me, he's not an out and out striker. Just my opinion. And there's Kyle Walker, Kevin De Bruyne. They're just going back to what they were doing before, just passing it sideways, getting the passing up, passing now between defenders, and they're both running into each other's spaces. But here's Mahrez. He's got the ball up the park. He's got Gabriel Jesus. He's there. He's got Raheem Sterling on the edge, who's unmarked. He's still unmarked. Kevin De Bruyne, Kevin De Bruyne didn't even play the ball quickly to Sterling there on his head. He was standing there on his own until the ball went out of play. It's now a throw in. It's a throw in. Did you see the Wolves goal there? So it came off goalkeeper's back. Yeah, that was. Who's coming in from Man City? So they took off. They brought on Gundogan and took off Bernardo. Who's coming in for? All right, for a striker. I don't know. Gabby's very weak in terms of goals. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to bring in. There was talk of Zeko trying to get back to Man City. Hi, Butterscotch. They were trying to. Apparently, he said to his agent he wanted to go back to Man City, but I don't think Zeko can really cut it anymore in the Prem. As for strikers, they've been obviously in the same circle for Mbappe and Haaland and stuff. So you never know who they could bring in or who they will bring in. They've got the money there. They've got the wages there. So here's Neto, and they can't quite get the ball. He gets the ball into the box, but it's easily picked up there by Gundogan. Yeah, I mean, they've got likes of Mbappe and they've got the likes of Haaland who could be potential players. Here's Raheem Sterling in the box. Is he going to shoot or is he going to pass? He passes to Mahrez. Mahrez, he gets the ball dispossessed. Mahrez, all he had to do was just take the shot and he decided to run with the ball in the box, and obviously the defender gets it. But yeah, how far can Scotland go in the Euros? Well, if they get a draw, then I'll be happy, because I don't see them doing too well. If they can draw a game or possibly even win one game, I'll be happy. The team is shit. It's not the best team. They've got John McGinn, and obviously everybody knows John McGinn now because he's at Aston Villa, but their team isn't that good. Here's a corner to Wolves. Wolves, oh, and it's cleared there by Man City. But it was a dangerous ball there from Wolves. Another dangerous ball, and it's just over there by Dendoncker. And the ball is played in there by Coady. Dendoncker will be looking to get a goal to try and wipe out that memory of his earlier own goal. If they get a draw today, they'll probably be. Well, there's no chance of beating England. There's absolutely no chance. I don't even know if I'm going to be doing that game if I do a watch along, because that's the games you can't do. You can't do you can't do that. Well, Pukki's still at Norwich, isn't he? He's doing pretty well at Norwich, actually. I think he's their top goal scorer, and I think that Norwich are top of the Championship. Or they were the last time I looked. But I certainly wouldn't be doing the England-Scotland game, because that's going to end up in me losing my YouTube channel for shouting and swearing, and yeah, that wouldn't be good. Here's, oh, the ball through! It almost gets to Raheem Sterling, but just didn't. Eagles, I'm praying that he gets a goal, because he's been unlucky, by the way. 88 minutes played. Here's the interesting thing though. Do you think that if Pukki does come back up with Norwich, that Norwich will keep Pukki or they'll sell him, because he didn't do too well in the Prem the last time? Yeah, he scored 7 goals, I think, in 5 games, the first 5 games, but then after that he just fell away. So this is going to be a substitution. Wolves taking off Neves and bringing on Otasowie. I hope I pronounced that right. Otasowie. That is the hope that I've done that right. Well, that's another thing as well. If Pickford, I don't think Pickford should be England number 1. I really don't. I think that I'm not saying Dean Henderson should be. I think Dean Henderson could be, but he's not had the game time, so I'm not saying him. I think if you look at players like Pope or something like that, for me, they're a lot better. Gundogan's in the box, and I need to move now because I can't see what's happening. And they score! Mahrez scores. I was looking at chat there, and Mahrez scores. So that's 3-1. And it looks to be that the player who just came on may have made a mistake, and it gifted Man City. I need to check this because I was looking at the chat when they scored. So 1 second, I need to see this replay. I should really put the game on the TV up there, but if I do that, or I can move the TV there, but if I start getting more regular viewers, then I'll change it all. But yeah, there's a mistake there by Wolves, and I believe it was Ederson, and Raheem Sterling does bring the ball in to try and get a shot away. The ball is taken off him, but it falls nicely to Mahrez, who this time shoots. If he'd have shot the last time, rather than trying to run with it in the box, he would have had a better opportunity. But this time, he sees the opportunity, shoots, scores. So we're now 91st minute, and there's 3 minutes of stoppage. So I'm just going to change some things. So I did say that they were playing like exhibition and hadn't turned up the gears, but if Wolves did come back into it, they would start going up the gears again, and that's exactly what they've done. Right, let's see what the chat's saying. So if Pickford going to go, the Columbus my fantasy. Well, how many points have you got in your fantasy this weekend, Eagles? And if Pickford is in goals, yeah, we've got a chance, but I don't see Scotland at any point winning. I tried to get a ticket for the game, but Mahrez has got man in the match. I tried to get a ticket for the Scotland-England game, but due to this whole COVID thing, I didn't get one. I don't know if they're going to release more, or if it'll be a case of it'll be restricted viewing. So yeah, it's a game that I would love to go to, because it's okay playing England in the friendlies, but to play them in a competition, I remember the 1996 Euros where we played England. That was a game where Paul Gascoigne put the ball over Hendry's head. He went touch over Hendry's head and then volleyed it into the back of the net. So, showing my age, although I was only 13 then. Yeah, that was, and then Scotland. That was the last. That was their last Euros. Gundogan shoots. So Patrício gets there, and Gabriel Jesus pops it in, and it's offside. And you can guess who was probably onside there. Sterling. That's twice now he's taken that shot. But we're going to, I think, go to VAR just to confirm it. I think Gabriel Jesus. Let's see. So the ball comes in. Gundogan. I think he might be onside Jesus. But Raheem Sterling almost gets to it, and Jesus basically takes it off him. And Raheem Sterling was definitely onside. But we'll see if this counts or not. We've already played the 93 minutes, the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Let's see. And I think he's on side. The way it looks as though, again, this is the foot of Coady is playing him on. They're looking at Gabriel Jesus' knee. Let's see if that is onside. So it's given 4-1, and Eagles, your man Gabriel Jesus stole your man's potential goal. It said onside, so why are we not kicking off yet? Has it not went through to the referee yet? Yeah. So 4-1. I would update the score, but it's going to turn off in a second anyway. And that's the game finished. So it finished 4-1. So picking knowledge of Pickford. Oh, Eagles, by the way, 21 points, wasn't that? Well, to be fair, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Going back to Dyer. So England have a very good squad, but Southgate, the fraud. See Southgate, I can see him getting sacked after the Euros. Eagles, I'd be fuming as well, by the way, because that's twice Gabriel Jesus took his potential shot that would have been a goal. 2 tap-ins as well. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I think Southgate will get sacked after the Euros. I think he's very fortunate to be in the position that he is, because when he was manager of Aston Villa, check it, I think I'm right, Aston Villa, and then Man City, I think he was also in charge of for a while. He didn't do that well. He didn't do it well at all. And I was surprised that he got the call up for England, and it's only because he had that good run in the World Cup. But the games, no game's easy. I mean, every game that you play is difficult. You can look at it and go, well, Colombia was easy, this team's easy. If you're there, you're a good team and you deserve to be there, so you're a hard team to beat. However, England did get the better run of games if you compare it to teams on the other side of the tournament. Will England win the Euros? You never know. I'm just waiting for it to be said that they're going to win the Euros, and they'll start talking about 1966. That's what I'm waiting on. England have the team to do it. You're right about decisions and the pick. If he doesn't pick Grealish, then you've got to ask why he's not picking Grealish, because he would be one of the first players on my team sheet if I was England manager. So I would definitely be playing him. Dyer. Dyer. I've watched Dyer play a few times this season, obviously, doing this. And there's been a few times he's made absolute howling mistakes, but he still gets picked for Tottenham. So he may have a good Euros. I don't know. I'm not one way or the other, but what options is there? And then Tammy Abraham. Do you think he'll be the striker? Tammy Abraham. I think Portugal will win it. Could you imagine Portugal winning it? Honestly, again, this would be that would be Cristiano Ronaldo's final Euros. But that's the thing with Messi. He's not won anything with Argentina, and you could argue that he's got a phenomenal team with Argentina, and he's had a phenomenal team for the past 10, 15 years. So you've had Argentina in the past 15 years, you've had Veron, Riquelme, Angel Di Maria, pretty sure he's Argentine. Batistuta, was he no Argentinian as well? Mine's went blank there for the Argentinian players, but there's a lot of good players in the Argentinian squad that Messi can rely on, but they just never turn up. Suarez is Uruguay. Who am I thinking is a striker that's Argentinian? Anyway, they've got a lot of players, they've got a lot of good players in the Argentine squad, and yet they still can't come up with the goods when they play in the World Cup or the Copa America. It's always... I don't think Messi's ever won anything with Argentina, actually. So yeah, I think that Portugal will get to the final. Whether they win it or not is debatable, but depends who they play, because it depends on how the draw is done. It could be that they play Italy, it could be that they play Spain, it could be that they play Greece. I don't know if Greece are in the Euros this time round, but it's just that sort of thing. It depends on if it's an easy team or a difficult team. But I'm on holiday this week, so I'm going to do a game tomorrow if anybody's going to be tuning in. I know Eagles will be in TSM. Is anyone? So yeah, but no, it's been good meeting all of yous, and thanks for all the likes and shares and comments and all that sort of stuff. It's now 10 o'clock where I am. I can only assume it's about 4 o'clock where Hobby is. Don't know how you pronounce it. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream, but I'll be back on tomorrow for the thanks Eagles. I'll be back on tomorrow for the 6 o'clock kickoff, hopefully, because I'm getting some housework. I'm getting my house decorated, so hopefully I'm back by tomorrow. But I'll definitely be doing the Man U game tomorrow. I closed that. Thanks Eagles. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, for United Palace game. So yeah, I think I'll be ready for that. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? Thanks TD5. But yeah, just thanks for all your shares, all your likes, all your subscriptions. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to go, and thanks for joining